Hundreds of demonstrators have taken to the Iraqi capital and have stormed the parliament building after it was announced that one of the individuals nominated to eventually become the prime minister of the country is backed by Iranian parties. And many of those rioting and protesting feel that this is a symbol of Iranian interference inside the country. At the time of the attack, there were no lawmakers in the building, and it appears that security allowed the rioters into the building with relative ease. It has been reported that U.S. embassy staff have been evacuated from the capital, but U.S. spokesmen have denied any such action. All of this began when the Shia-aligned politician Muqtada al-Sadr announced that he was actually stepping down from politics. He was resigning from Iraqi parliament. This led to great anger among his followers, who then proceeded to assault the parliament building and engage in numerous clashes with security forces. Iraqi parliament has nominated the candidacy of Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, a former minister and ex-provincial governor who is the pro-Iranian Confederation Framework's pick for premier. Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi called on the protesters to immediately withdraw from the green zone and cease further violence in the high security zone. He warned in a statement that security forces would see to the protection of the state institutions and foreign missions and prevent any harm to security and order. According to at least one medical source, upwards of 30 people have been killed in the violence, while hundreds more have been injured. At this time, it's being reported by various news outlets that violence is increasing in the capital with no end in sight. Al Jazeera correspondent Mahmoud Abdelwahid said the armed confrontations continue between rival military factions inside the Green Zone, and there have been calls for calm, but for the time being, it seems that those calls have not been heard by both rival factions on the ground. Iraq is in the middle of some serious political chaos. As talks about forming a new government have broken down, al-Sadr has stepped down from the political process. In the meantime, cabinet sessions have been cancelled until the riots are over. Iraqis say their main point of contention here is the lack of jobs and basic social services that they require. They say this is all happening within the context of record high profits from the oil industry inside of the country due to, historically high prices that have been occurring over the last year or so. And that the country has also not faced any kind of major war since the defeat of ISIS several years ago, and that this lack of very necessary services seems to be what it is that the Iraqi people are very angry about. Meanwhile, some others show a great deal of concern for what they call Iranian influence inside of Iraqi politics, and some, mostly those who are pro-US, have been saying that Iran is extending its influence inside the country and maybe taking some more what they describe as imperialist actions inside the country. But for the time being, the violence continues at the time of this recording and doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.